Hello, my name is Brady Lucas, and welcome back to Nutrition Simply. Today, we are going to discuss the importance of a food scale when you're trying to lose weight. And not only a food scale, but the importance of knowing what you're putting in your body and really putting in the effort to understand what food you're eating and how much you're really eating. Because it's very hard to track how much food you eat on a day-to-day basis. It's almost impossible. Even people that track it down to the gram or down to like the smallest proportion is still going to be off by a few hundred calories a day, even if you're really good at it. And that's just because it's impossible to track because there's so many small things that affect how much you eat, like spices you put on, salt, anything like that will add calories. Spray oil or olive oil in general adds a lot of calories. There are a lot of different things that add calories. And in order to best track how much you eat, a food scale is very important. This is because I'm not going to say most, but a lot of products lie about how much food is in a serving. Say you have a piece of bread, and the piece of bread, it says 20 grams, in parentheses, 20 grams, one slice, and it says it's 90 calories, right? But then when you put the piece of bread on the food scale, sometimes it says that it's 25 grams, and you just added like 20 calories, 22 calories. And you wouldn't even know. So instead of eating 90, you're eating 110. And say you have 3 slices of bread, that adds 60 calories. And that's just one example for one small bit of food that you eat. A lot of products do this. Any kind of bread, really. Even if you have like a wrap, the wrap usually weighs more than you think it does. And this is true for most things, bars included. Most bars are heavier than you think. They have more calories than it says on the bag. And even if you weigh it out exactly correct, then it still probably isn't accurate because the food company is allowed to lie on the food label. And what I mean by that is that they can round down if it's under 5. So if something's under 5 calories, you can round down to 0. Like oil sprays or salt or anything that says 0 calories. If it's under 5 calories, they can round down. So maybe the bottle of Diet Pepsi is 4 calories instead of 0. Now, in the grand scheme of things, that doesn't really matter. But it's just that I'm trying to show you that the way that it works, it makes it very difficult for people to properly track how much they eat. So, because of this, it's very funny to me when people say like, "Oh, I'm eating blank amount of food a day," and it's like down to like the one, like I'm eating 2,310 calories a day. It's like there's no way that you can actually track that. And that also goes into why your weight fluctuates from day to day. Maybe you ate more than you thought one day. So, if you actually have a food scale, instead of just being blind to what you're eating, it makes it a lot easier. Another thing is like, if a serving is a tablespoon of something or a cup of something, sometimes you can, say rice, you want to eat a cup of rice, which is about 200 calories. You can pack in to that cup so much rice that makes it so much more than 200 calories in that one cup, just because you can pack it down and pack it down. But if you weighed it out to the gram and say it's 160 grams and you put in 160 grams of rice, it's a lot less than you think probably. And that's because you're not packing it in and you're actually eating a cup of rice. So things like that. And it honestly, I didn't have a food scale about 6 months ago. And when I got one, it changed the way I looked at food and the way I thought about how much food I'm eating. Because I realized that I really had no idea once I started weighing out this stuff. It's really important, I think, to have a food scale and know what you're putting in your body. Even if you're not trying to lose weight, even if you're just trying to maintain a healthy weight, I think it's very important. And it's not necessary for everyone. Like, if it isn't important to you, then you shouldn't do it. But I think, especially if you're trying to lose weight, a food scale and a real way to track how much you eat is a key. And for starters, you don't even have to, set a specific goal for yourself. You should just, at the start, just weigh out everything you eat on a normal day and not change what you eat and see how much food you're actually eating in a day. Because it's probably more than you think. So yeah, if you found any value in what I said, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more, then subscribe. And I'm out.